Well, we're doing CRISPR roots. We've got two business-oriented items up this week. Two fine albums. Two very different but pretty cool pieces of writing, I think, as well. Darrin Bradbury, Freeman'S TV Repair. Is that the name? Freeman'S TV Repair Shop by Darrin Bradbury. Kind of a folky, prine-ish writer. Really good one. And then also the Death-Defying Adventures of the Franklin County Trucking Company. All right, and I'm assuming, I meant to look all this up, but I'm assuming that Franklin County is Franklin County, Tennessee. But there's Franklin counties everywhere, including the next county west from here, Franklin County, Pennsylvania. All right, well, the Franklin County Trucking Company, this is a concept album. 12 cuts, all of them about truck driving. This is a good time to bring back the trucking song. It really is. I don't know if you've been on Route 81 lately. It's like, okay, so the trucking song came in the 70s, you know, Smokey and the Bandit era. And, you know, I guess the one that everyone remembers, I remember a bunch of those, but the trucking songs of the 70s, but looks like we got us a convoy. Well, I think truck traffic, at least on the East Coast, is heavier than it has ever been. And it looks like we got a convoy stretching roughly from Miami to Boston, right? Really, it's amazing trying to drive. Sometimes you find yourself between 3 or 4 trucks, man. All right. But so this is the trucking era, as much as the 70s or more. And so it's a good time to do more trucking songs. These are all, I think, originals. And they're great, man. Like, this is fun. Also, this Franklin County Trucking Company is a rock and roll band. They sound great, dude, and really, you know, bluesy, driving, stonesy rock and roll, you know, with some southern rock flavor. And even some little punk moves and stuff. Like, I feel like this is really rocking, and the lyrics are good. All right, so how about, let's try this for the vibe. Raise hell, praise Dale. I shouldn't have to tell you who that Dale is. It's Dale Earnhardt.
Praise hell, praise Dale. I got 600 horses, 2,000 pounds of torque and a clean shot for a while. Said praise hell, praise Dale. I got 600 horses, 2,000 pounds of torque and I'm running every mile. I've been gone so long I don't remember. I've been gone so long I can't go home. I've been gone so long, return sender. Won't get that letter anywhere at all. Praise hell, praise Dale. I got 600 horses, 2,000 pounds of torque and a clean shot for a while. Said praise hell, praise Dale. I got 600 horses, 2,000 pounds of torque, and I'm loving every mile.
2,000 pounds of torque. I don't even know what that means, but it's trucking stuff. And then, man, that's rocking, man. You know, when you hit me with a bunch of really juicy, like good old time sounding guitar rock, I tend to respond extremely positively. Like, and these dudes do it very well. Very well. I should have looked up who they are, man. They must have other projects going. Is this the Cleverleys? My favorite bluegrass parody albums, but I don't know. Okay. And like, there's a lot of, serious and amusing trucker themed stuff. Like, I recommend the song What a Trucker Does, Tractor in a Trailer, Rolling On, Work Hard, Be Humble. These are things that an old trucker told a young trucker. But how about this one? This sounds like a classic to me, like an old George Jones travel song or whatever, Even mentioned some of the same towns like Paris, Tennessee. We're not the jet set, we're the old Chevrolet set. Athens, Georgia, and Paris, Tennessee. They both show up in that song. They both show up in this song too. Ain't no Duke in Paducah.
Oh, there ain't no Duke in Paducah. They don't speak French in Paris, Tennessee. There ain't no Parthenon in Athens, Georgia, but there's much more for a truck driver to see. Well, I seen a yak in Yakima, Buffalo, and Boston, a tater farm in Boise, Idaho. I saw a girl in Arizona singing Girlfriend in a Coma, where I learned to speak a little Navajo. Oh, there ain't no Duke in Paducah. They don't speak French in Paris, Tennessee. There ain't no Parthenon in Athens, Georgia, but there's much more for a truck driver to see. I seen a tattooed lady, or a tattooed baby. I seen a two on a donkey show. Seen a gal in Carolina drinking quart of turpentine and piss her nom de plume into the snow.
Piss her nom de plume into the snow. There's a lot of good lines and funky lines like that on this album. You gotta listen, man, to the rock and roll. Well, here's a good sobriety song. All right, and a good breakup song, and a good trucking song. That's right, me and Mr. Pibb. I don't know, Mr. Pibb may not have shown up on a lot of songs so far. But here he is.
I gave up smoking, I gave up drinking, I gave up most drugs and pornography, but all you gave up was on me. I was only joking, I wasn't thinking, I was hopeful that your memory would not recall so accurately. It's just me and Mr. Pibb on the highway tonight. No powders, no pills for the ride. I was lonesome and sober as I've ever been since I can't drink you out of my mind. I gave up looking, I gave up searching, much sooner than I'm proud of, but all you gave up was on me. I wrote a letter, part of another one, that I meant to get back to. I'm not good at remembering things. It's just me and Mr. Pibb on the highway tonight. No powders, no pills for the ride. I'm as lonesome and sober as I've ever been since I can't drink you out of my mind.
Oops. Right. Well, baby, I gave up most pornography for you. Me and Mr. Pibb on the highway tonight. All right. I think it's loose and remarkably well played and fun and timely in its way, even though it's a throwback. The Death-Defying Adventures of the Franklin County Trucking Company. All right. Let's talk about Darrin Bradbury, a very interesting writer. Maybe he's coming from Franklin County, Tennessee, too. Is that possible? I should have triple checked this because he's got songs about Goodlettsville. Is Goodlettsville in Franklin County? You'd think one would check this. I end up saying that a lot. Now, this is very writerish stuff. I guess one thing we could say that strikes me as a difference between when writers are writing songs and a lot of others are writing songs, like a really writerish person, is specificity. It's not general love sentiments. It's about her and that night and that car and, etc. Like very specific people, incidents, etc. That's what makes the difference between Prine and someone who's not Prine. Like Dylan, actually. All right. I'm still trying to work out the mystery of Bob Dylan. Why people like Bob Dylan. Okay. Anyway. But probably, if I know my folkies, Darrin Bradbury likes Bob Dylan too. But I know he likes John Prine because you can hear that a lot. All right. And really good writing and very unusual in lots of ways. There is a song on here, a country song about Julius and Ethel Rosenberg. I'm just going to assert without researching that that's a new one. A new one, and it happens in 2024. All right, so this is Julius and Ethel, an atomic love story. After their conviction, they walked out together and people swore they could hear wedding bells? Well, I mean, there's a lot of unusual writing on this album, and it just makes you realize that sort of most stuff has not been written about in this vein, in Americana music or country music or folk music, etc. There's lots of original, interesting ideas and very specific, contentful observations on this poetic album, Freeman's TV Repair Shop by Darrin Bradbury. How about this just for like a basic image, like sort of maybe like Prine doing Blue Umbrella or something like this. A Lawn Chair in the Rain. This is the first song on the album.
You're looking sad, like a lawn chair in the rain, getting mad, like it matters anyway. Day is dark, and the water drips and drops. It kinda sounds like the inside of a clock. Some days the show don't make the big top, you just roll on anyway. You make fair with what you got, even if fair don't do the same. There'll be a long chair in the rain. 'Cause life's a bathtub, and death is the drain that circles round. And washes away, so you give them hell.
Life is a bathtub and death is the drain. All right. Well, I mean, that would be a cliche if it was a cliche, but it's a cliche he made up. There's lots of surprising lyrics here. Let me try this one quick on you. Time Pushed Jim is the name of the song by Darrin Bradbury.
I saw time push Jim off a bridge. Time may fly, but Jim don't swim. You shrug your shoulders, shake your head. You get a little bit older, you go to bed and you dream. Any old dream, nothing crazy, maybe something sweet. And if you find your way out of this paper bag, do me a favor, brother, and don't look back. I do the same for you, remember that. Don't look too hard, don't do the math, just dream. Any old dream, nothing crazy, no matter what it means. You can line up.
Time pushed Jim off a bridge. Time don't fly. Time it flies, but Jim don't swim. Wow. There's all kinds of interesting. My best friends are cigarettes. A car becomes a house, about moving into your car. You know, real experiences that people are having. Right? It don't work, he says. Or how about, but he can hit amusing notes too. Like, how about this? The denim-clad acid wash man, still living in his Trans Am in the 80s.
Denim-clad acid wash man, rolling through town in his old Trans Am. It may look like a clunker, but it runs like a champ, 'cause he built it one summer with his old man. He knows the 80s are gone, he don't give a damn. His only regret is Steve Miller tat. Tinted windows and doobie smoke, charming feathered-haired waitresses named Rose orders the same damn plate wherever he goes. Pastrami on rye and a cherry coke. Hold the slaw. He's the denim-clad acid wash man.
See, that's why I mean by specificity too. His only regret, his Steve Miller tat. Charming feather-haired waitresses named Rose. All right. I don't know. You get a whole picture. You get a whole story. You get characters. You get, and he does that pretty consistently. And so it's kind of loose, but it's deceptively written. Like it's more written than it seems to be. All right. So Crisper Roots has returned here. I seem to be having a little trouble finding stuff I love these days. I don't know if that's my mood or what's coming out. I do love these two, though. And they're quite different, but the writing is excellent in both. So that's Crisper Roots. Boy, I should look this up. 40? Is it going to be 40? All right. Been doing them all year. Catch y'all again soon.